drop.
Hey, what's up guys? So I have a toy haul here. Picked up some stuff at a few places. And then I'm also going to show you some Marvel Legends that I recently picked up out of box. And then I'm also going to give you my first reaction on these guys right here. The McFarlane DC Multiverse figures, the Batman and the Superman. Going to open those up, tell you what I think. But first of all, I'm going to show you my comic book pickups. I only have 6 comics here, so bear with me. Don't get your frickin' panties in a wad. Marauders, this is issue 6. Kitty Pryde, Bishop, and they're on a frickin' boat. They're on a boat, bitches! And they're pirates, and they're frickin' delivering drugs. Literally, they're delivering drugs. I like the comic, it's a good comic. X-Force is still my favorite X book right now. That's a badass book. But I also got Jane Foster, Valkyrie, issue 7. I'm a few issues back on this, but it's Jason Aaron writing it. Jason Aaron is my favorite comic book writer currently. Moving on to DC, Batman Curse of the White Knight. I still need to read the first series that Sean Murphy did. Batman, I think it was just called The White Knight. I don't remember. But I hear great things about this comic book. Batman Superman number 6. Still messing around with the Batman Who Laughs. I like him as a villain. I just hope that they don't overuse him. Because I do like the demented evil Batman from another dimension, but don't overuse him. Superman number 19. If you didn't read issue 18, everyone knows that Clark Kent is Superman now. He outed himself. So I'm really interested to see the repercussions of what happens if the villains are going to start going after people from the Daily Planet, people like Lois Lane. They know who all of his friends and family are now, so they can just go after them. So kind of a dumbass move by Superman, if you ask me. He can't be everywhere at once, protecting everyone. Last comic book here, Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles. Haven't read the first issue. I hear great things about it. I flipped through it. The art is badass. Lots of surprising characters in it. But yes, very cool. Boom Studios, IDW, joint venture. Let's get to the toys and action figures. So let's start off with a random purchase that I had at a local Target. I gave one of the figures in this 3-pack a lot of shit on Instagram because, quite honestly, his arms look hideous. But I saw this thing on clearance for 12 bucks. It's basically like $4 a figure. I need another Vader anyway. I need a 3 3/4 inch Yoda. But yeah, look at the frickin' ugly ass arms on that Luke. Sweet ass, that's ugly as shit. Good lord. But hopefully I can do something with that. I will definitely have him holding the straps of the backpack with Yoda in it. But yeah, good lord, what were they thinking with those arms? But I got it for clearance at Target, 12 bucks. Hopefully I can make that work. I got these 2 from Amazon. This one was kind of on sale. It was like $2 off. But I needed a 6-inch Scout Trooper. By the way, if you didn't watch my last video, I got a vintage Scout Trooper, the first Scout Trooper that they ever released from '83, along with a speeder bike, some other awesome stuff. Please watch that previous video, vintage stuff. I had a lot of fun with that video, but this is the new Black Series 6-inch. I need it for my shelf because he was in Mando, and I'm kind of doing a Mando-centric Detolf shelf. So I got the Death Trooper, I got that one now, and I need a regular Stormtrooper for that shelf. And then I got this one on, I believe this was on sale, because it was cheap as hell, on Amazon. It's a MAFEX figure. If you remember, I got it as a Christmas gift from my mother-in-law, a MAFEX Batman Begins Batman. And this one right here is the Scarecrow. So there's, I think it's Cillian Murphy is his name, or Killian Murphy. I think it's Cillian Murphy is how you pronounce it. Great actor, excellent actor. But there is the Scarecrow, and the thing I like most about this is I can basically take some parts from this, because they give you extra bonus parts. Right there, and right there, and right there. And I can turn my Batman Begins Batman into the Demon Nightmare Batman, as you can see right there. So it gives you the parts to turn your Batman into that. That is awesome. I love that they include this here, so I'm probably going to do that and have them post together. I'm probably going to have the Scarecrow and then have this demented demon frickin' nightmare looking Batman from Batman Begins standing next to him. So very, very cool. This was only 44 bucks for a MAFEX figure. 44 bucks on Amazon. Jumped on that. I do want to get the Ra's al Ghul. Basically, I'm going to go movie by movie, and I'm going to try and get all the figures from the Nolanverse. So I'm going to go Ra's al Ghul next, and then I'll move into Dark Knight, get the Dark Knight Batman, get the Joker, get the Two-Face. I think they made a Bruce Wayne, or is that for Rises? I think that's for Rises. MAFEX is starting to frickin' hit their stride big time. Saw some solicitations for like a MAFEX Catwoman from Hush, a MAFEX Captain America from Infinity War. They're doing some kick-ass stuff over there at Medicom. Picked these two guys up. These three that you're about to see were all big bad purchases, so got these guys in. 87 movie, Masters of the Universe. Doesn't really look like Dolph Lundgren, not Dolph Ziggler, but there is very, very awesome. This is gonna look great on my master shelf, so really, really cool. I do still need to get this one right here, the Dark Despot Skeletor, because I got this one. Look at how freaking gold he is. I like gold. There's the box art. Look at that. Freaking sick. Badass. So I got those two Masters figures. Gonna be taking those out of package. And then I got this one right here. Mezco. Got a new Mezco. Magneto Mezco. Haven't even taken it out of the plastic bag yet. But there's Magneto. Can't wait for the all-white PX Previews exclusive Magneto. That one looks really good too, but really, really happy to get a new Mezco Magneto. Badass. I just ordered the Moon Knight as well, so you'll see that on a hopefully soon-to-be episode. I think he got released. Let me show you some Marvel Legends out of box. I opened up the Doctor Doom. I know a lot of people are still looking for this one. Yes, it is an early contender for favorite of the year. Top 10 at least, favorite of the year. Just an awesome figure all around. I like how he comes with two different head sculpts. So I have this head sculpt, and this is a more classic look. The hood looks more rounded. The one that comes in package, the hood lays kind of more like a Sith hood, is the best way I can describe it. But I always wondered why he carries a friggin' Luger when he can literally shoot energy blasts out of his hands. And he literally knows magic, but he needs to carry a little gun, a little pea shooter around. But very, very cool. I like the Doctor Doom a lot. This was one that I was kind of iffy on, and when I got it out of the box, this looks amazing. Frickin' amazing. And this makes me want to go get the Reed and the Sue and the Johnny and finish the Fantastic Four, the modern Fantastic Four, because this Ben Grimm, this thing is fucking awesome. Very, very cool. So I will be finishing the Super Scroll since I'm going to be getting the rest of the Fantastic Four. Got this one right here, another contender for favorite of the year so far, top 10. This might be one of my favorite female Marvel Legends figures ever. It just looks fantastic. The paint, the sculpt, the hair, it is a badass figure. And then I opened up this one right here. This is the one that I bought from NARC at the show. This is the Gray Hulk, and this looks freaking awesome. How many times have I said freaking awesome during this freaking video? I need to find some more descriptive words to better communicate how I feel about these things. But this is freaking awesome. There's the Gray Hulk carrying this thing right here, this pipe, getting ready to throw down. There's the little shirt accessory. I actually like this more than the green one. And the green one was one of my favorite figures of last year. So what does that say about this gray one? Pretty awesome. I'm still on the fence about finishing the Demogoblin. Not because I like the other figures in the wave. These are the two figures that I wanted the most. The Vulture, which looks great. And then the Shang-Chi, freaking Nips McGee, ready to beat some ass. This could actually, if I had any kind of painting skills at all, I would buy a second one of these and paint his pants black, and this would be a 6-inch quick kick from G.I. Joe. Easily. Easy custom right here if I could paint at all. This gives me hope for the G.I. Joe line. They don't have to do many modifications to this buck and this figure and this head sculpt to have a quick kick figure. So I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, that we get a quick kick 6-inch figure. But there you go. These are the two that I wanted the most from the wave. I got them. Still thinking about finishing the Demogoblin just because the Demogoblin looks so good. Now it's time to unbox these Multiverse McFarlane figures and figure out if I'm going to go forward with these things. So let me go ahead and do a little time lapse with some music so I can open this sucker and you don't have to wait for me to open it. Cue the music. All right, I got it out of package, but let me take out this, first of all, I like that. That's pretty cool. That's a cool accessory right there. And then comes with a batarang as well. Batarang looks a little weak. It's kind of rounded, not too pointy or batarang-ish. All right, so here is the figure. First impressions. I just got this out of package. I have not seen this in person at all. This is my first time getting one of these in my hand. I'm just messing with it. This is what I usually do when I open up a figure for the first time, is I just start messing with it, testing out the joints, testing out the tolerances, seeing how hard it is to bend the knees. The knees are nice and tight. They're jointed, they're ratcheted. Ratcheted, you could probably hear that. The ankles are kind of soft. Like I can just push on it with my pinky and they're moving around a little bit too easily. So that worries me just a little bit. One of the criticisms of this figure was that his head was too small for his body. And I can kind of see that, but it doesn't bother me that much. There's the hip articulation. Legs kick out really well. They swivel. He can kick up about that high. Ab crunch is kind of hindered because of this piece right here. His upper abs, I guess, come down so he can't bend down too far. Arms are okay. Elbow joints tight as shit. Kind of hard to move the elbow joints. Might have to loosen it up. I guess once you first start bending them, then they loosen up a little bit. All right, so first impressions. I don't think these figures will be replacing my Multiverse display that I currently have in my Detolf. It looks cool. It's got a slightly animated look to it. So I have it in just kind of like a crouch down, ready to fight pose. If I was gonna give it a number score, I'd probably give it maybe a 7.5 out of 10. I can't tell you if this is gonna replace my Multiverse shelf right now because there aren't very many figures out. It kind of depends on how many figures they produce. I'm assuming McFarlane's gonna probably produce a lot of the figures in the Batman family. I think it looks cool. It looks cool. So I think I'm probably gonna pick up more of these figures. I will probably pick up the Nightwing. Definitely gonna get the Hellbat suit. I think this will look cool next to that. The more I look at this, the more I like it. So that's a good sign. I think the head looks more proportioned when you have it in kind of a crunch down position. When he's standing straight up and down, the head looks a little small. But when you have him like crunched down, it shortens the body and the head doesn't look as tiny. So there's my first impressions of this figure. I like it so far. I need to look at it some more. I will be buying more McFarlane figures. I hope that the ankles are not an issue because, again, they do feel, they're not loose, but they're just easy to move. And ankles are something that I kind of want tight on a figure, just so it cannot fall down. I hate it when I pose something and it continuously falls down. So I like it so far. So there you go. Let me move on to the Superman figure. I'm going to open this one up right now. So again, cue the time lapse and the music. All right, I got him out of package. Ow, son of a bitch. Just pinched my finger trying to bend his damn elbow. All right, so first things first, why does this only have a single joint on the elbow when the Batman had a double joint? Batman had a double joint, this one has a single jointed elbow. Why? Why can't you make them both with double joints? That would have made this better. But just checking it out, first of all, I love the face sculpt. That is Superman right there. He's got the curl and everything. Square jaw. That is a great Superman face sculpt. Checking out the... Be nice if you guys could see what I'm doing. So double jointed knees. The ankles on this one are tighter than the Batman, which I do like, except the hip joint's looser. So, I don't know if you see that. That f***ing sucks. I don't like that. This hip joint is very tight, though. So a QC issue with mine, tight, ratcheted, frickin' loose as shit. Looks-wise, there you go. Looks-wise, it looks great. Ankles are tight, I like that. I don't like the loose hip on mine, but that's just a one-off issue, so I can't like grade the figure on a one-off issue. I don't like the single jointed elbows. I will tell you that right now. This would have been much better with double jointed elbows, and that sets it back a little bit for me. I love the crest, how it's not painted on. That's cool. I like that a lot. This would have gotten a really, really high score for me if it had double jointed elbows, but the fact that it doesn't, this was at like a 9, I think, with if it had double jointed elbows, but the single jointed elbows brings it down to probably another 7.5. So I gave Batman 7.5, and I'm giving this one a 7.5 too. It's got like a flight stand that you can do a little flight pose. This is what I do when I have figures in a flight pose, just kind of make it look like they're hanging. Feet pointed down, so you can do a pretty cool flight pose there, and then I'll probably do something where like doing that. Man, this, oh wait, does it have double jointed elbows? No, it doesn't. I thought it did for a second, just because I thought it had double jointed elbows for a second because of how that looked in there, but it's a single joint. Man, that brings it down. But yeah, this was like a 9, I think. This was a 9. It's got a kind of a butterfly. Yeah, it does have a butterfly joint in the shoulders, as you can see there. This was a 9 before the single jointed elbows, but 7.5. There you go. I'm buying more of these. I don't know if I'm gonna buy more Superman figures, but definitely gonna buy some more Batman figures because I'm a Batman guy. So hopefully this didn't run too long with the unboxing and whatnot. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. I want to say this again. I said in the last video, 20K in 2020. I'm at like 18.6 thousand subscribers. Usually, subscriber base is like something I don't really focus on. I just want to focus on having fun and giving you content, good content, fun content in these videos. But I'm so close to 20,000 and it's 2020, so I figured why the hell not 20K in 2020. So please do share this video if you know someone that might like this kind of stuff. If you're a member of like a Facebook group and you want to share the video in there, please feel free to. I would appreciate that. But that's it for now. I'm probably going to do like a giveaway or something for 20K. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I'll make it cool. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm not even sure what I'm doing in the next video, but I'll see you guys there anyway. But thanks for watching, and adios for now.